Chapter 233. Successful Negotiation. When the delegated underpriest appeared with some difficulty before King Gurat, he was very friendly received, and asked what it actually was that has led him to see the king. And the underpriest said, "You know that in Hanoch, since the unfavourable failed attempts to defeat the Highlanders, the upper priesthood has divided into two hostile groups, of which one party appointed you king, while the other party ignited in all anger against you. See, this party wanted to mobilize a force of 30,000 well-trained warriors, and with the greatest bitterness march against you and to destroy you if possible. When I had heard of this decision by the enraged chief priests, I thought by myself, my former friend, now the Lord and King of all Hanoch, has indeed a power of 50 times greater. But this force is spread a couple of days' travel over the whole city, and would therefore hardly be able to hold their position on separate points against a compact force of 30,000 well-trained warriors. When I thus calculated your risk, I thought by myself, no matter what the cost, I want to act as a counsellor and kindly warn the senior priests against such a dangerous undertaking. I did that, presented to the chief priests with the most lurid colours of the world, the great and certain risk, as well as the inevitable failure of their plan. And behold, they began to calm down, became cooler and cooler in their revengeful zeal, and were in a short time brought to the point to negotiate with you through me, which I also told them would be most appropriate under the given circumstances. And now I am here for 3 reasons. Namely, first, to inform you what was decided against you. Secondly, as a negotiator between you and the high priests. And thirdly, as still your old friend and counsellor. As such, I advise you, therefore, that you keep the senior priests as servants of the gods for the people, with a few suitable changes, because they still have a strong following among the weak-minded people. But we know what these follies mean, and know that nature is the true God. I think you will understand me what I want to say by this. For you know as well as I do that only the blind, common people must be turned to a God, or even better, to multiple absolute supernatural God beings, and must fear them and obey the king willingly to avoid the supposed punishment of the gods. And therefore the chief priests are placed as if on cue, and are also ideally suited to uphold the illusions for the people. Therefore they should not be set aside so easily. We insiders, of course, do not need them, for we know the forces of nature and its laws according to which they perform perpetually. That is my advice. Follow it, and you will be successful. These negotiations were also heard by the royal chief priests, who were in full agreement with the advice. And the king said, "Brother, you my dearest old friend, you have made me a big debtor. So it will be done according to your advice. But since you are such a perceptive man, I assign you to implement the appropriate changes of the senior priest caste, to inform me about it, and I will then at once add my "let it be done" to it. And the councillor said, Thus let me now go back and meet with the chief priests. That they will dance to my tune, I warrant with body and soul. But it must have the appearance as if they had made the amendments themselves, if they should become loyal to such a new constitution. With that, Gurat was satisfied, and the councillor went back home.